All right. Good morning, traders. Welcome to Options Tender. We're here on Tuesday, January 12th. We're going to have a fabulous trading day today. So, what we're going to do, let me clear some of this up here. This is what I look at day in and day out. I do use a RSI and a slow stoke in my range of studies, but we usually clear this off just so you guys are aware for clarity. You know, you're going to figure out which momentum or lagging indicators that you're going to use to confirm moves, and I use those three. So here we go. We're going to go multiple time frames with the SPX. We're going to check out ES to see where we might be going throughout today, what wave count we're on, and we added on expected move to all of our setup plays here, so you can see that expected move is not just on the SPX, but it's also on individual names as well. So we're going to go over 5 names today. Okay, let's get to it. If you like this information, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can get these in the morning, after the market close, and on the weekends, plus some bonus videos as well. And you know what? If you hit the like button, you're helping other people out. I want to get this channel out to so many other people. There's a lot of new traders, especially when the market is rocking at this point. And, you know, we want to be ready for when the market is not rocking. We don't want a bunch of bag holders here. So please hit the like button. Let's get this out. Spread the wealth. SPX on the monthly. Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are working on wave 5 now. Let's move to the weekly board. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, working on 5, breaking out from that trend line. I always forget the name of these. It's support now, but it's a upward pivot, some sort of pivot. Can't remember. It's so funny. Ascending pivot. But so we are working an inside week. You see this candle here, that very tight range. I don't expect that to last much longer. On the daily, trend is our friend to the end. Wave 1, 2, 3, working on wave 3 right now, but in the subway 1, 2, and also on wave 3 for the subwave holding above this pivot. I'll figure out that name for you. That's so funny. All right, we're going to move over to the ES, just so we can see what's happening today on a really small range here. We use a 65-minute candle, so all of our candles are even throughout the trading period. We are on wave 1, 2, finished wave 3. Now, this is not confirmed. We talked about it on last night's video. Wave 4 may be over with our small ABC. And now that would be making this wave 1 and then starting on wave 2. We do have the cross on the MACD. So that's possible, but it's not confirmed until we get over this supposed wave 1 here. So once we break that, we know for sure that the correction is complete. Okay, so we do expect higher no matter what happens today. Even if we revisit a little bit lower, that will be a grand buying opportunity, because we believe, according to our wave count, we are going much higher, and according to our momentum. Okay, so let's move over to individual names we're going to do in the pre-market, so you'll see what's happening real time. Zoom. The reason why I did this one again is because, just like last night's video, we talked about filling this gap. Well, after hours, we're gapping down. We're gonna hit this gap at the open, probably start a reversal, because this is where the 200-day moving average is. There's a lot of confluence at this point. We are wedged. We do have some bullish divergence. This may be a fabulous place to bounce, if not to move to higher highs, possibly all-time highs. So let's keep an eye on Zoom. We'll watch that the next few days. Let's move over to Snow. Snow, we put on a position yesterday, an in-out spread, and I'll put the card up top if you're not familiar with in-out spreads. Real conservative, cheaper way to play things, especially if you have a small account. I have a separate account for my in-out spreads. It's one of those set it and forget it type plays. So if you're interested, click up top. Okay, Snow is making a move after hours. It's about 5 points on here. Looks like we're making a MACD. We'll keep an eye on this today. See if we cross there. We do have an ABC-ish. We have an ABC there, but I wouldn't doubt if we have one more leg to go down. So be careful if you jump into this one. Uber. Uber, we jumped in on Friday right before the close, and we've been doing well on this one. Uber after pre-market, you can call it after hours pre-market, doesn't matter. Flag was in a flagging motion here and is breaking out of that flag. So we're watching Uber today. We do have it on next week's expiration. So whenever I get to a certain point where we have a good amount of profit and or we are at resistance and I want to pull that trade, I'm probably just going to roll the trade out another week because we don't want to sit there and take the pain if Uber needs to come back just a little bit in order to break out. And I think it's going to break out soon. FLGT, a viewer set us up with this one. And I do believe that after we talked about this video yesterday morning, had our pullback, I do believe this might be the end of that. It appears, it's difficult to see on this one. There's not a whole lot of flow in this name that we're breaking out of this here. So we have, looks like, just up a point or two, but this triangle, something like this. Might be something like that. But we'll keep an eye on this one. The MACD is making a crossover now. Looking good. And Baba, we're going to do a couple things here. We want to check this out. We're monitoring this triangle here. It's not really moving right now in pre-market, down a little bit, a few pennies. But we wanted to answer a question, and that was, what do you project? Now, if this is really our wave one, down to wave two, we do have an extension. This is a Fibonacci extension. And we go from the lowest point, wave one, up to the highest point of wave one, and down to what we think wave two ended. Now that's not confirmed yet, but this is where it ended. And that should give us the areas for wave three. Now it's very likely that we hit this golden ratio, the 61.8 area. That's why I made it the gold color, but it doesn't have to. When a name is moving normally, this is kind of that golden area. Very, very possible when you're moving so fast. Some of those names like Neo, for example, they would hit this 261.8, no problem for their wave three. But yes, to answer your question, we are looking minimum at about that 260 area. But I like the 270 area. What I would typically do is as I approach this 260, I would roll out another week on my option. And, I don't want to lose out on any of the profits, but I don't need to take the risk on time. Time is very important for options. There's two things that are the most important. That's price and time. So that's it. Thank you very much for joining us. Hit that like button for us so we can spread the wealth here. Now, once again, it's my Twitter. Once again, we appreciate you. Good luck trading today.